Financial success is more than just a number in your bank account. It is about developing habits that lead to long-term stability and freedom. Today, we will explore the key signs that show that you are on the right financial path. These markers not only help you to measure your progress, but also inspire confidence in your financial journey. So let's explore and uncover the habits and milestones that define financial well-being. First, we have to address a psychological barrier related to our financial well-being. One that impacts almost all of us, and that is the comparison trap. In today's social media age, it is easy to compare our financial progress with others. TikTok users, for example, spend on average about 95 minutes on the app daily. That is a lot of time seeing snippets of other people's lives, which often leads to comparing ourselves to them. But here's the thing, everyone's financial journey is unique. What you see on social media is often a highlight reel and not the full picture. Someone might appear wealthy online, but could be deeply in bad debt. The curated lifestyles, the snapshots of luxury, and the stories of overnight success often paint a picture that is far from reality. And while you may think it is motivating you to succeed, in reality, there is evidence suggesting the opposite. This is because people under conditions of high inequality are more likely to take higher risks in hopes of higher reward. This is explained by the risk sensitivity theory. It suggests that people shift from risk aversion to risk preference in situations where there is a significant gap between their current state and their desired state. Seeing other success might push you to take risky financial decisions to catch up. So basically, you are getting in a state of FOMO, or fear of missing out. The key is to stay focused on your own financial plan and progress. Avoiding the comparison trap helps you maintain a healthy mindset and keeps you motivated on your financial journey. Next, let's talk about the importance of tracking your finances and creating a budget. Based on a study, 61% of people don't track their finances at all. Awareness of your income and expenses is key. Put very simply, you have to know how much you earn, spend, and save each month. For example, if you earn $5,000, how much are you spending on rent, groceries, utilities, and all the other essentials? How much is left for savings, investments, and discretionary spending? How much money do you have saved up already? And what is the value of your investments currently, today? Tracking your finances can help you identify areas where you can cut back and save even more. And saving money is making money. It also helps you avoid overspending and make sure that you are living within your means. I have put together a personal finance tracker and happy to share it with you if you are interested. This can make the process easier and more efficient. Now, let's talk about handling credit card debt. The average credit card balance is over $6,000, with 48% of users carrying a balance on at least one of their cards. I find it alarming that based on a survey, 28% of people said that they use a credit card to cover expenses that they can't afford. It is important to pay off high-interest credit card debt before even building up your savings. This is because average interest on credit cards is in the teens, and in some cases even 20%, and no savings account will pay you that much on your savings. To handle credit card debt effectively, you can schedule automatic payments to avoid late fees and interest charges. Setting up alerts when your balance exceeds a certain amount can also help you to stay on track. If you are able to pay off your credit card balances in full each month, you are doing better than you think. It is a sign that you have control over your finances and are taking steps to improve your financial health. Next up, living below your means. This means that you are spending less than what you earn. One of the main reasons people get in financial difficulty is because they simply spend more each month than what they earn. Nowadays, it is easier than ever to overspend. Stats show that baby boomers and Gen Xers have 4.3 credit cards on average. It is important to avoid the temptation to live beyond your means, as it helps you to avoid bad debt and also gives you more financial freedom in the long run. Living below your means makes it possible to build an emergency fund, and once you have 6 months saved up, you can also start building an investment portfolio. So, if you have money left over every month that you either save for emergencies or invest, you are on the right path. Another important sign that you are doing well, which ties into the previous point, is having a growing savings account, particularly in the form of an emergency fund. Based on a survey, 56% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency expense with their savings. If you have an emergency fund that covers up to 6 months of your living expenses, you are doing better than most people. An emergency fund provides a safety net for unexpected expenses, such as a sudden job loss. It gives you a peace of mind and financial stability, knowing that you can handle unforeseen costs without going into bad debt. Prioritizing the growth of your savings not only prepares you for the unforeseen, but also helps you to build a habit of saving regularly, which is very important. Another sign of financial well-being is having little or no bad debt. Stats show that around half of the population is carrying a credit card balance. If you have managed to pay off your credit card balances, your payday loans, or your car payments, then you are definitely on the right path. However, it is important to understand that there are two types of debt. Good debt is considered an investment that will grow in value or generate long-term income. A mortgage is considered good debt because it helps you to buy a property that usually appreciates in value over time. Bad debt, on the other hand, is debt that was spent on items that will depreciate in value and offers no long-term benefits. A good example of bad debt is a car, a phone, or a TV. Focusing on getting rid of any type of bad debt should be a top priority. Paying off credit card balances in full each month and avoiding high interest loans can help you to stay financially healthy. Good debt can help you to build wealth over time, while bad debt will slow your financial progress. Another positive sign is if you are investing regularly. This could take the form of contributions to a 401k, an IRA, or any other brokerage account. For example, putting money into your 401k every month shows that you are actively planning for your future and leveraging the power of compound interest. The earlier you start investing, the longer your money has to grow, and you have the time to build a larger investment portfolio. Research shows that only 47% of Gen Z contributes to a retirement account. So if you're investing consistently, you are already ahead of the curve. Not only are you securing your future, but you are also building habits that will set you apart financially in the long run. If you can treat yourself occasionally without feeling guilty, that is a strong indicator of financial confidence and balance. Maybe it is a weekend getaway, a fancy dinner, or that gadget you have had your eye on for a while. Whatever it is, treating yourself responsibly means that you have managed your financial priorities well enough to enjoy the fruits of your hard work without a worry. This isn't about indulgence for the sake of it. It is about rewarding yourself in a way that aligns with your long-term goals. You know how to enjoy life in the present by also safeguarding your financial future. That is a powerful place to be. Having larger long-term financial goals in place and a clear plan to achieve them is a cornerstone of financial success. Having clear financial goals, like saving for a house or retirement, shows that you are serious about building your future. It is not just about the end goal, it is about having a step-by-step plan to get there. Research shows that people with clear written goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Tracking milestones keeps you motivated and helps you to adjust to challenges along the way. When you have a clear vision and actionable steps, you are not just dreaming, but you are actively building the life you want. Remember, everyone's financial journey is different, and it is important to celebrate your progress, no matter how big or small. And that was it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch another video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.